Joining us live from Seoul is attorney Jaesung Hong. Thank you for joining us. Now, the debate over abortion is basically between two sides, pro-life and pro-choice. What are their main arguments?
Pro-life and pro-choice are two essential values when we think about abortion in general, and they each have convincing points. But we should consider other values if we approach the issue in terms of law. Those are consensus among people and practicality. That's because when the law doesn't get support from majority people and is not enforced in practice the way it envisaged to govern the matters, the law becomes just a nominal law. So abortion law issues tend to amount to strike a balance between these two extreme values while find an optimal point where the matters be ensured to be handled by democratic and practical law. From that perspective, the Korean Constitutional Court delivered a ruling last April that the current Korean criminal code stipulating the banning and punishment of abortion is unconstitutional and ordered the Korean parliament to enact an appropriate law, giving obiter dicta that 22 weeks could be a bar to freedom to abort. And it also stressed that the social and economic factors should be considered, as well as women's health and will to choose. Recently, New Zealand proposed a similar bar of 20 weeks for a standard. Those efforts are all rational approaches to obtain as much support as possible from people, I think.
Right, so South Korea has now lifted the ban on abortion, but abortion is still banned in some countries due to cultural and religious traditions. How can we draw the line between religious freedom and human rights?
Well, historically, religious beliefs are foundations for human rights, but in modern states, secularism has prevailed and they tend to go in different directions, even to the extent that they contradict in some issues. But we should bear in mind that religious beliefs are strongly upheld in terms of individuals' or organizations' freedom, while all the religious beliefs or rules should not have to be transformed into legislation. That's what the secularism is about. On the other hand, human rights are somewhat integral part of modern rule of law. So in fact, human rights are more familiar with legal issues. In spite of all those points, religious beliefs still and will be able to nurture grounds for developing human rights concepts and practice, I guess.
All right, appreciate your expert opinion, Jaesung. Jaesung Hong joining us live from Seoul. Thank you.